Hi, Susan from Susan's Art and Junk Journaling. I've got decks and decks and decks of playing cards. We have friends that we play euchre with, and we've been playing euchre for several years. And when the cards get too dirty to use, these aren't dirty because of using them. I coffee stained them, coffee dyed them. But I want to make something out of them. I think I will. I took two of them, cut them in half. I can't stand Beacon 3-in-1, but it's a good glue when you've got a hard surface to glue to. The smell is just too strong for me. So I'm going to glue all these halves onto these cards, and I've got these little wood squares. I'm going to see what I can do with those and add them onto here. I've got the halves glued and drying. Several videos ago I showed that I had gotten this, I think, from an auction. It's material. This is all material. I want to find some color that will go good with these, that I can cover these little wood squares with. That's kind of dark. I like the reds. Ooh, that's a nice bright one. I think I'll use this one. And what shall we do for the other two? Maybe a gray? Blue? Ooh, I like that purple. This thing's hard to spin. Well, let me go through here and see what I choose. What's nice is these will fit perfectly on here. I've got the squares of the material. I don't know what they call it. They're calling it a portable palette. I've got my Tombow acid-free marker. I'm making the edges black so you don't see the wood. So when I glue these little squares on, oh, it looks like I'm going to have to go back and touch up the edge anyway. I might have to go a little further. There we go. I've got my crocodile. I want to put some eyelets in these cards. I'm using my needle nose pliers to keep this in place while I put a dot where I want to make the hole. There we go. I'm going to use red, gold, black, and white just to give it a little bit of personality. I've got my crocodile set on 3/16 of an inch. I did a test hole to make sure that's the size I wanted for these eyelets. I'll go ahead and make these holes. It's hard for you to see what I'm doing because I have to have this, unless I go a little bit sideways here. Let me try that and see if you can see what I'm doing. That, I don't know if you can see, this is the piece that comes down. Let me move this. I don't know, can you even see what I'm doing? There, now I want to do this part of it that crimps down the eyelet. These are very hard to fiddle with here. It's a little tight, but it will keep. Let's see if I can push it through. There we go. Here, it's tight, so it's not even falling out. And then I will use this. Oops, I think I need to spin it so that it's the bigger one. There we go. Push that back up. There we go. And, okay, I'm not doing something right here. Let me work on this. It's been a while since I've used this. I know what I was doing wrong. I wasn't squeezing it hard enough. These are so fiddly. I'm not very good with fine motor skills anymore. Give me a second and I'll come back and show you when I'm done. You feel me, don't you? I'm repeating the theme of numbers. I found that I had this sheet of stickers and chose to put numbers on the little squares. I've also cut up lace. I've got my glue gun warming up. I'm going to glue the lace and the wood onto the cards, but you don't need to see me do that though. I've got these cute little tags that are about 3 fingers wide. Well, 2 fingers wide, 3 fingers tall. They're really small. I got this from a thrift store in Lincoln, Illinois. It says papery ink. I don't know. Cincinnati, Ohio. papertrayink.com. Got this. It kind of looks like a little spirograph flower. And my Ranger Archival Jet Black ink. This one I took a black marker around the edge. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, I love how that looks. Maybe a little bit off that corner too. And the strings were really, really long. So I just tied it into a knot and shortened it. I definitely Well, I guess they've got them this long in case you need to tie it around something. That makes complete sense. Cut it just a little shorter because I don't need it that long. All right, so let's try a different one now. Let's see, there was a little leaf one that fell out. Oh, here it is. This one's cute. That sticks really good. This one, I think I'll use the red archival ink. Maybe just right there, and maybe one partially off there, and one partially off there too. Oh, that is so cute. Okay, there's that one. I'll just keep inking them and show you how I finished it. I was test fitting those into the little playing card pockets, and these are just way too bright, so need to age those a little bit. That looks much better. Just don't want them glaringly bright. It's just too much of a contrast. That's a little better. These turned out so cute. I put a sparkly rhinestone on each one of them. This dangle is a bulb pin and part of a necklace that I had shown in a recent haul. And look at how adorable that is. That is just too cute. This one is a little gold safety pin with a medal that I found somewhere. Again, glued on a little rhinestone. This one is just a big safety pin. It's about 2 fingers wide. Put some green and clear beads. Another rhinestone glued on. This one's a gold paper clip with the same necklace dangle, a couple of beads. This turned out so cute. And as usual, this is another one of my wing-its. I never know what I'm going to do until I actually start doing something. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't had a chance, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to me. And please comment which one you think is the best out of these 4. Take care. Bye-bye.